And all we're gonna do is first, before we do anything, wake up our feet a little bit. So I'm holding my ball just restfully. You can hold it low, you can set it down, whatever feels right. We're just going to inhale and lift our toes off the ground, spreading them, and then exhale, imagine the underside of your toes laying down. Yep, and then inhale, lift, spread, exhale, lay down the underside of your toes. So I want you to notice, because I see swaying happen to move your toes. That tells me that you're actually leading your feet from your back. Can you hold yourself still? Just let the toes raise. Spread and go down from the underside. Good. Lift, spread. Go down from the underside. Good. And one more. Lift, spread, and down. That's good. So that's awesome. So if you feel like you're already spreading, then I always have to check my pinkies, because I realize everything is spreading except my pinky. Yeah, there you go. I can see that. Good, Chinda. Good. One more time. Lift, spread again, holding steady, and laying down the underside of those toes nice and long. You want to think like Wolverine, right? The Marvel character Wolverine. You've got Wolverine claws laying down as far as you can. Luckily, he only has them on his hands and on his toes, but you can picture it, yeah? All right, so just feel that. Feel your tripod of your foot from your heel out the pinky edges and out the big toe edge, and then across the bridge of your foot, right? All the little metatarsal points here. Good, okay. And then with that, then we're gonna shift our weight forward and allow your foot to flatten. Don't hold the arch up, just enough that you can flatten out. Good, then push the ground away, feel the arch lift back up. And then float forward till you feel it flatten. And if it feels scary, do it with 1 foot forward, letting the front foot flatten. And then you can switch sides. So you decide what feels right to you. Yeah. Then pull the arch up, and it should bring you back. Or push the big toe and the ball of your foot down, and that should bring you back home. Yeah? And so just like pelvic floor and diaphragm have to release to engage, right? They have to drop to engage. So do the plantar fascia of our foot and the muscles of our foot drop so that they can better lift. And so some of us are constantly holding the lift. We don't let it drop. That starts to inhibit pelvic floor. Pelvic floor doesn't allow itself to uncontract, which is the word I want, to open before it closes, right? So it gets kind of stuck in this middle place. So letting it drop and lift. Yeah. And one more time. Drop and lift. Good, okay. So then we're gonna take our ball and we're just gonna put it under the heel, right in front of the heel. So not hard part of your heel, you're actually gonna come here, right in front of the heel, and we're gonna roll to the ball of your foot. So not all over the toes. We're trying to stay in that middle part. You're, again, welcome to sit. You don't have to stand. And you're gonna first just go all forward and back along the length, and you're gonna go for the outside edge. This is why having one with spikes is usually a little bit easier. And we're not trying to jam ourselves. We're really trying to get blood flow going through the foot, through the tissues. Good, and I'm working my way from the outside in. And some of us will feel kind of an ease through the base of our pelvis as we do this one. So instead of a clenchy feeling, we actually feel a nice relaxing. And some people will feel then their low back relaxes a little bit. Yeah. And if you've made a couple passes, come back here, you forward and back, then go sideways. Work your way back. and then work your way forward. Yeah. Good. And if you're standing and you had more stick classes this morning, your hip might be tired, then you can switch sides. But before you switch sides, lift your toes again. Notice if it's any easier to lift, any easier to spread, any easier to feel the underside of your toe press down. And for me, I don't feel a difference in the spread, but where I notice it is in the underside of the toe being able to reach longer, which I love because I have a little hammer toe for ballet. Yeah? Okay. And then we can switch to the other side. So now here's the trick. Now you've helped this foot out a little bit. See if when you're standing on it, or even if you're sitting, can it lay in its nice flat place while you go front to back on this foot? Yeah, we're all really trying to focus on the middle between the heel and the ball of the foot. Good. And make sure you get that lateral edge too. That's your lateral arch. Good. And then once you go back and forth a couple of times, now go side to side from the front. I love that feeling. And then toward the back. And again, not trying to mash hard. We're trying to get the tissues just to loosen up a little bit, get the blood flow through them. We don't want it to be a big giant which is one of the reasons I'm not really a big fan of super deep tissue massage, because what that can sometimes trigger is your stretch response, the Golgi tendon response, where if you stretch a muscle super hard or over much, the fascia will then react by recoiling, and you'll end up feeling worse. So we just want gentle. Yeah? And then when you feel like you've gotten that nice and good, then come back down, reset yourself, and see if there's any difference. Can you maybe lift more easily, spread more easily, or lay the underside down better? Yeah, that looks nice, Chinda. I love being able to see your feet here. That's a good and long. Gorgeous. Let's do 2 more, just because I like how it looks. Good. And up. And reach. Okay. And all the way down. Did you move over? Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. All right. Very nice. And then we can put that little ball to the side, because we won't be needing that anymore. And we're going to work our way down to the mat. So I'm going to put some contrast down. Franny disappeared. Who? Franny, she disappeared. Yeah. All right, so as we start our roll downs, we're going to start with a bow first, right? We haven't really flexed our body very much. So we're going to reach and then look at those toes. Is there a toe that's still stuck? Can you make it be Wolverine toes, nice and long, underside of the toes reaching down and then up? So we always want to be able to see the toenail tops. And a little wink in the top of your toe is okay. Good. And one more bow, lifting that spine. Good. All right. And then we're going to sweep the hands behind us, press them forward, elbows back, and then scoop in for a bow again, pressing your hands against the back of your thighs. And then Chind, if you wanted to, you could take the bar behind you and push your bar forward. I love having that little bit of resistance, and it will just slide down the back of you. That's a nice option there. Oops, how did I go? Tingly. Yeah. Good. Good. And then on the next one, we'll roll as far as you are comfortable rolling. So look at those toes, spread them out, Wolverine toes. And keep pressing forward as far as you can go down. Inhale, release. Exhale, re-engage, push the ground away, rounding yourself up. Good, and then release backwards. So Freddie, do you have your Pilates stick hung anywhere? If you, okay. No, it's okay. I just, if it was already hanging and nearby, we could use it, but it's okay, we don't. I know, but you've already been gone. Ah. That's okay. Okay, so then, Shinda, here we're going to be walking out to a plank, and we're going to do a little push-ups. So you can come down, and then if okay. Okay, so the bar should be a almost a target, a trigger. If we pull it forward, hopefully your abs would pull back. So okay. That's it. Is it easy? Okay. All right. We'll see if we can get. Okay. So. So Mark and I are going to come walk out to push-ups. If you want to use your TRX, or if you want to just find those roll downs, you can do that. So from our push-ups, elbows are going to bend, trying to hug them in as much as we can. Inhaling as we go down, exhaling as we press up, trying to keep those eyes forward.
Oh my gosh. Oh. How are we doing?
You did 24?
I did 2 sets of 8.
Wow. Wow, good job. Where'd you come from?
I don't know. But my chest has left the building.
Your chest has left the building. Your TRX2? No. Your Pilates stick, yeah, if you can, then we can use it with both of you. Mark has one too. Freddie Cam. And then, are you hanging backwards off your TRX, Chinda? Oh, so. Oh, in front of you. Sorry, I couldn't see where your hands were. I could only see your middle parts. Okay. To unload your back. I know, right? We can still enjoy this stretch. Not just for pregnant people. All right, so if we're down, we're gonna face the mount. We've got our bars on, and then hopefully we all know where the straps are because we'll probably get to those in a little bit.
Another stick class.
Another stick class. Welcome to stick class number 2. All right. All right. And then we're going to pull the bar to our chest. So there's not a ton of resistance on it right here. We're going to press the sits bones down and then just push down here and let the bar go forward again. So inhale, bring it to your chest. Not a ton of resistance. Exhale, sits bones first before you bring it down and forward. Yeah? So to your chest, sits bones, down. Franny, your right, oh, did it just adjust itself? I think it just adjusted itself. Just check that right carabiner. Is that, there we go. I don't want it to come flying off and hitting you. Yeah. That's good. And we're just staying up as tall as we can in this moment. Sits bones are the big deal. Sits bones and back of thigh. Good. And last one. Sits bones, reach, and up. Good. Okay, now we get to exhale, round back into a C curve. And then here is where you can make some choices. So Chinda, I would choose for you to have more resistance. So you would butt walk back so that you can really allow your center to soften here. Let it hang back. And then Franny, it's up to you. If you want more work on your own, be closer to your mount. If you want to get a little softer in your spine and you want that assistance from the bar, then walk further away from the mount. Right? Yeah? Yeah, and I would tell you also walk further so you can really hang off, let your sternum drop in.
That's what she got to.
Mark says that was just a smoothie. Shakeology sticking out. That's it. So right there, chin to start with your middle. So instead of back bending and then finding it, I want you to let your pubic bone roll in, your belly roll in. That's better. And you even, let's add one more thought. Keep your chest up, sits bones down, then pull the sits bones under you. Don't move your chest until you feel yourself, the word I would think of is imploding, right? You're folding in. And then, so wait, come back up, Chinda, come back up. All that's being led from your back. Pause, do not move your chest. Pubic bone, belly button, don't move your chest, ribs. Xiphoid process. That's it! Yes! Now keep that xiphoid process pulling through you. Don't let it go. Keep pulling through you. That's it. So it just implodes inward. That's the way. Good. Nice. That's where we start loosening up that thoracic. Good. Good. Can we do one more? One more, everybody. Holding it back. So pubic, wait yet, don't roll back yet. Find that spot. That's it, find that spot. Good, lead from that spot through you. Yes, Chinda, that's the way, lady. Good, good. All right, so then the next one, we'll take right hand to the center of the bar, left hand on top. Same idea. If you want a little bit more assistance from the bar so that you can work on pulling back, scoot back. If you want less assistance, go forward. We're going to round back the same way, then open to the side. Reach back as far as you can, keeping that right sits bone down. Fold into your front and come all the way up. Now reach across and forward. So I'm reaching over my arm. Stacking the spine up. Inhale, exhale, rounding back. Opening up, right hip stays down. If right hand is on that bar, you could drop your shoulder. Franny. Drop your shoulder. There you go. Good. And then all the way up. Reach across and press. So it's kind of like sod, only with parallel legs. Good. Shh. Open. Good. And across. And last one. Now hold it here. This time take a breath. Exhale. Pull that arm up that has the bar. Pull it. Drop your abs in more deeply. Good. As you come up, pull that bar up over your head and rotate. Now you're up tall. Do you feel the difference? Good. The arm drops. We round back. Opening up. Feel your abdominals as you pull the arm up. So have them on here. Have them on still. Have them on still as you rotate as tall as you can be. Good. And then back down. Good. And then all the way up. Have them on. Sits bones down. Yes, that's it. Keep them on as you rotate. You're using that hand across to help you get that nice rotation. Good. And then the arm comes down. Should feel good. Very nice and tall there. So now we have left hand on. What's that? Let's see. That was right hand. Do you feel it when you come toward that leg? It's probably rolling in, Franny, as you come up, is my guess. I can't quite see your leg. So if you're coming up and the leg rolls in, the knee rolls in, it's going to turn this on more. Yeah, same. You're using hip flexor more than you're pulling yourself up with this arm in your spine. And the leg will roll in, it will turn this on more. But also on you, your hip flexors are a little bit underdeveloped, right? Because of your history of tucking, they're overstretched. So for them, it's going to be more work just to come upright. Yeah? So we're going to the right now, yeah? I've got left hand on the bar. We're rolling open. Heels are staying on the ground, good. Scoop that belly in, all the way up, reaching over that bar and forward like so. Good. Good. And then up, scooping the abs back. Shh. That's it. Still find that fold. Still find that fold. There you go. Good. And up. And rounding. Good. We're pretending that we're playing on the Cadillac today. Good. Franny, can you flex your ankles more so you're not in Barbie feet? That's it. Really reach and then push the heel, back of your heel to the floor. That's it. Good. Good. Last one. Back. Start from your middle. There you go. Good. Flex your ankles, Franny. There you go. And that might make your quads get tired. Or the front of your shin get tired. Yeah. All right, so now on this one, we're coming up, pulling that arm up, using the back of your shoulder. Feel how it lifts you, right? It helps you up. And then your super tall hand on the outside of your leg so you can rotate. Now watch out, because here this one, the low one, is all the way across to your, there you go, that's it. So you get that nice tall reach. Good, and then back you go.
That's a nice underside though.
Pull up, all the way up tall, get all the way up tall. So we're not hanging back here. We're as tall as we can be, using this hand to help give us some leverage. That's it, good. Now look at your feet. See how it's curled under, Franny? Straighten it out, that's it. Because that does something weird up here. There you go, good. And then back down. All the way up. Good. Checking my feet out, 2. Good. That's it. And this is our last one. And then all the way up. Very nice. Okay. Then you can take your bar in 2 hands again and just reach forward, pushing it away from you as far as you can. If it gets on the other side of your feet and you want to, you can put your feet over the bar and let it pull you a little bit more forward. And then stack your spine up, pull it to your chest, elbows press down, and then we bring the bar up. Now if you scooted back for support, it might feel like a lot, so you can butt walk forward toward your toward your mount. Good, that's it. Bring it back down, press it down and forward right over the top of your shins. Maybe it gets to the other side of your feet. If it does, you can point and let it push you a little further. Good, and then release. Stack your spine up, bring it in, tuck your elbows down, pull it up, press your thighs and your sits bones down. Good, let's do one more. Down the front of you, scoop your belly in, reach. Again, you can press, push your toes up, there you go, good. And then stack it up. Good, elbows in and down. Good, all the way up. Thighs down, sits bones down, right? I can do this without and I can do it with. Can you see the little energy that goes up through my spine if I do it with? Ta-da! There's with, without. There you go, good. All right, and then we'll bring that down. Very nice. So we're going to spin around. So our head is toward the mount. And then gently roll ourselves down.
Can I see it? Yeah.
Can I see? I think that's on the screen.
Yeah. Here, it's good.
All right, so my head is toward the mount. The bar tension starts over my chest. So if you're easy holding it over your belly, yeah, head is toward the mount. I know, what is different? So, laying here, I want you to find your sacrum, see if you can make it fairly even from side to side. And then check your shoulders, and then soften your ribs down. Arms are gonna come up to the sky, and then we're just gonna simply press them down toward the hips, opening the collarbones. Inhale, they come back up, and exhale, press. So again, if you want more resistance, just scoot further away. If you want less, scoot further close to the mount. A little bit more, so I'm gonna scoot away. That's it, good. So as we're pressing, can you soften the front of you down, right? Let the sternum, the low ribs, the belly, and the pubic bone all soften in and up your spine. One more time. Nice. Then all we're going to do is paddle. You're going to take your hand down to your right, back up, and down to your left. And just notice in your body how much counter rocking goes on. You have a force here, so if I don't resist it, my body goes from side to side. Yeah, can you see that? Now I'm going to try to resist it and hold myself centered. Working on the stability through your center. Good. Let's do one more each way. Good. And then back to center. Good. Now just let your hands rest on the bar. We're going to peel the spine up off the mat, pressing down through your heels, making those feet stay in parallel. And then inhale and exhale, round back down. One vertebrae at a time, really smooth it down. Good. Just the hips lifting, chin up. Just easy hip bridge. Just peel it up. Good. And then inhale and exhale, round it down. Pull it longer away from you as it goes. Good. And one more time, and then we're going to add the arms back in. All right, So we're going to do a breathing bridge variation. So I'm scooting away because I want more resistance. As we lift the hips, we're going to press the hands down at the same time. So this time the hips lift in neutral. Now hold this here, pull your knees farther away from you. Make sure your feet are in parallel. I can't see anybody's feet, so I'm going to trust you. Collarbones open, so instead of pushing from the front of you, let them stay wide. Good. Keep your arms there while you round your spine down, exhaling. And then inhale, release the arms overhead and pull them down to the mat. Good. They come back up to the sky with an inhale breath. Exhale, hips lift, hands press. Shh. Inhale, stay there. Exhale, round your spine down, keeping the arms still. Good. Once the hips are down, inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, pull them overhead to the mat. That exhale helps you get those ribs down. Good. Inhale, the arms come back up. Exhale, the hips lift and the hands press. Good. Inhale, stay there. Exhale, hips roll, spine rolls. Shh. Good. Yes. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, they pull to the ground overhead. You don't have quite enough room, do you, Franny? Your modification is good though, right? So even if it has to be here, I want you to bring your elbows in down more so that the back of your wrist is straight. That's it. So now take the back of your hand toward the mat. Yep, there you go. So you might tap your forehead or behind your head, right at the top of your head. That's it. Yes. Yes. Now we get that rotator cuff and your mid back on. Can you feel the difference? Good. Good. All right, let's all do one more. Solidarity with Franny, so she can feel it one more time. So, and we all can work on our individual things. So we exhale, hips up, hands down. Good. Inhale, stay there. Exhale, round down through your spine, sternum soft. Good. Inhale, the arms raise. Exhale, they pull overhead. Try to get the back of your hand to touch the ground. That's it, back of your wrist. Good. Nice. And then come back up. Good. Now we're just going to come up into a bow. Easy peasy. Pressing forward. Now notice how your center responds. Inhale, come back down. And I say that because the first one, I really have to tell myself to organize. I tend to want to push downward, right? That's that bearing down sensation that everybody tells us not to do. Why is that? That's called Valsalva, the Valsalva maneuver, and it can make us pass out. We don't want that. If you have a fib, that's what you have to do. Right? Yes, no, we don't have to worry about that. But it's one of those things, right, when we're not supposed to bear down on the toilet, right? Because people pass out and hit their heads on the tub.
Number one portion for old people to die.
Mark, what did she say?
It's the number one place that old people die in the hospital.
Mark says it's the number one place that old people die in the hospital.
They strain too hard and they make it down. It's gotta be regular.
Well, you forget he spent the first half of his career in grown-ups at Evergreen Hospital. And then he's still on the team at Children's that they're on call, so if there's an emergency with grown-ups, which happens with visitors and parents and even staff, he goes running. Yeah. Oh my gosh, they had a postpartum woman who was hemorrhaging, like all kinds of crazy things happened. You never know. Oh yeah, right? So hard. Stay up in this bow. Now we're gonna paddle again. Pulling down to one side and down to the other. Now these first ones, make them small, right? See if you can get more bend at your ribs, right? Especially at that xiphoid process. And just try 4 on each side. And then come all the way back down. Lift your bar overhead again, and it should release. Feel good. Reset you. Yep. Good. All right. Back up again, looking for ease. I don't want you to press hard. I don't want it to be crazy tension in your neck. So if it becomes crazy tension, back up or press less. Because now we're going to add an opposite march. So we come up into our bow. We're going to paddle to the right, lift the right leg. Put it down. Paddle to the left, left leg. See if you can make it to 4. But again, your neck happiness is the most important thing to me here after your abdominal lift. This number 4 right here. That's number 4. Good. All right. Then come all the way down. Reach over your head. Pull the bar down over your head. That's a good. Nice. Now we're going to do one more piece of this series, and that's adding in rotation. So, optional. If you prefer not to be in your bow, you can keep your head mostly down, rotate to the side, and lift your leg. You are still going to get the oblique if you pull your rib in. Now, if I bend and arch my back, you won't, right? So I want you to make sure you tuck that rib in. So with your bow, it's up. Same thing. We're rotating to the side now, letting the torso help pull the bar from side to side. So I should see some rotation. That's, oh wow, chin to go. That's it. Good. And then Franny, if you're staying down, I still want to see your torso move, right? Your sternum should come toward me. Yeah? Yeah. So torso's going to rotate toward me and then rotate away. Yep, there we go. Good. I'm just watching for a sec. That's it. Yeah. Yes, I saw that extra. Good, you guys. Good. And then this can be the last one on each side. Mark says he was doing a lot. And then after your last one, this time extend your legs all the way out long and then press your bar down over your head. Open your sternum and your collarbones. Shh. That's it. And push your heels down. I love this. This looks like I've lost 15 pounds. All right. So if instead it feels like you're arching or pushing your back forward, shake that off. See if you can let the front of you melt into the back of you while you pull. It might mean that the arms don't go down as far, right? And that's okay. Really let your body start to feel what it's like when your center is on and your arms are up. So it's less about your spine getting jerked around. Okay, we're going to really gently let go of your bar, so if it has anything fragile nearby, it won't break it. Good. And then we'll just take a moment to twist. We're going to bring the legs in, let them fall to the side. Take a second to twist. Should feel good. Then take the bottom leg, stretch it straight out. I think I've screwed it right halfway off the screen here. So I happen to have my left on top. I'm going to stretch the right one out and then pull it slightly back. Yeah, feel good. Should feel nice at the hip, nice at the waist. Good. Then we'll bring those guys back together and go the other way. Start with 2 bent knees, nice and gentle. Good. And then we'll press that bottom leg straight, reaching through the heel and taking it a little further back. And hopefully you feel that. Do you feel the stretch in your hip and sacrum already without pushing it back? All through here. Okay. Go. Wow. Okay. So then we're just gonna flip on over. And we're gonna face the bar. So head is still facing your mount. Then hopefully you can reach and grab the bar. Oh, that's just far enough away. And then we get to have a nice little bit of swan, like it feels similar to being on a Cadillac. Except for, hang on, I've got to burp. Sorry, I cannot lay on that burp. All right, so arms are forward, back of neck is reaching toward your bar, legs toward each other, kneecaps up, yes. We're just gonna pull ourselves into a baby swan, just pulling the bar along with us, letting our shoulders pull open, and then pressing back down. And inhale and exhale, lift. That's good. And we're seeing if we can keep those kneecaps pulling up the leg and even off the floor while the toenails stay down. In that baby swan, there we go. Good. That's good. Can your arms stay long? So instead of this little crunch at the elbow and crunch at the wrist, take that out and take that out. Yep, so think like a motorcycle, Franny. Rev it. Vroom, vroom. There it is. Yes. Now you feel the triceps come on more. And same thing, chin dip. You can keep your arms long and rev your motorcycle if your wrist will let you. That's it. Keep revving your motorcycle. Good. Yep. I want it to stay long here. Yes, good, okay. Because then we're going to keep our forehead down for a moment and pull the bar right over the back of our head. See how far you can pull it. Your elbows can pull up toward the sky and then press it forward. Press down on it and lift your chest. Yep. Lower back down. Pull it over your head as far as you can, pulling your elbows apart. And then forward, down, lift your chest. Yeah, good. Pull those elbows. If it feels pinchy in your neck, you're not pulling your bar apart, not pulling your elbows apart. It should give your neck space plus support. Right? Good. All right, because then we're going to see if we can combine that together. Keeping the arms long, we're going to float up into baby swan. Can you pull your elbows towards your forehead to see what that feels like? Press it back out. If that feels okay, then see if you can take it up over your head and lift a little higher, pulling that bar apart. The action of pulling helps give you a little bit of activation down all the way to your glutes and should make it easier to lift. Press forward. Stretch as far as you can. Good. And then baby swan, maybe to your forehead, maybe over your head and back, pulling that bar apart. And then back down. Good. And let's try 2 more. Yes. Good pulling. I can't see you. Can't see you down turn. Okay, one more. Sorry, I couldn't see you while I was face down. I'm trying to see what you're doing. Yeah, do that. One more, last one. See where you are. Good. Pull those elbows apart, even if it's low. That's it. Good. Good. Very nice. Okay. And then very gently again, we're going to let that bar go. Good. And we're going to take ourselves up into a nice cat. So all the way your knees underneath, pubic bone to your nose, shoulders wide, big stretch for that mid back, which was just working so hard. And then release, pull those elbows in, and that sternum up. And we'll do that again. Good. That's it, nice. And one more time. And release. Okay. We'll walk those hands into the knees just so we can do one cat roll up. Because then we're going to find our straps and change them and put the straps on our Pilates sticks. Everyone doing okay? Good. So Franny, on this one, the straps are gonna go on our feet. You can also put it over your leg instead. So if your foot and ankle don't feel quite stable enough yet, just put it over your leg. And it's up to you whether you want one or both straps. One strap is kind of, it can be nice. The further away you go from your mount, the heavier it will be. But if you go far away and it's still not as heavy as you want, use 2 straps, which is really heavy, and I'm not even going to use 2 straps. And I'm going to start with my back to you so that I can finish facing you because I like to see you. So I've got head to the mount, strap on. So you take the bar off and keep just the straps. And I happen to be sitting on my left hip. You can do whichever you like best. You're gonna put the strap, no, you're good, stay down. And I have the strap on my right foot, and the other strap is just hanging free. And I'm gonna be on my left side. So interestingly, the workshop I was at in Chicago was talking a lot about foot to pelvic floor and which muscles of the foot affect pelvic floor, but also adductor tightness and weakness both contribute to tight necks. And I thought, ooh, we could use some of that mobility and strength. So the leg is high, the knee is facing forward, and we're going to make it longer as we draw the top leg down. The bottom leg is also reaching along the ground such that the top of your foot on the bottom leg is on the ground, the toenails are facing the ground, the heel is up. I can't tell, you can see my feet. Can you guys see my feet as they come down?
Busy. No. Sorry.
Sorry, Lovey, thank you. On the bottom leg, exactly. The bottom leg is externally rotated so that the knee looks to the ground but is lifted off it.
Okay.
The top leg, however, we're keeping forward. Knee is forward. It's a little bit of a brain tease, yeah? Good. And I'm watching you guys in my little screen in the back. Good. All right. And then one more. Just reach it down. Good. Now hold it down as you kick forward. It's a little bit lower than we do on the mat. We're trying to pass right over that heel and then keep pressing down. Now here's the challenge. I could do this one and just lay in my strap. I'm barely using my muscles. Here's me very active and actively holding the strap down. There's a little subtle difference that's going on. I want you to make sure you're staying active too. Good. That's it. Nice and stable, you guys. I see very little rocking and rolling. Back as far as you can. That's it. Good. One more. Good. And then we're going to turn this into circles. So we come forward. And now up to the sky. It might almost go slack. Pull it down behind you. And then through, right over the bottom heel, forward, up, around, good, down, over that bottom heel, that's it, up, around, down, good, and then when we get to the back on the next one, we'll reverse direction, so up, down, back. Good. All right. So press it down to the ground before you begin. Can you Press, press, press behind you. Good. Then lift it up behind you. Up over the top. Pull it down in front of you. Slide it over the heel. Back behind you. Oops, there goes on my lighting. Press it down. Up. Just make sure it's not. Oh my god, it's my water bottle too. Hang on. Keep on going. Just don't want my light to fuse out. Good. That's it. And then I think this is your last one. Keep that hip steady. Don't let it go with the leg. We're moving just in the socket. That's it. Good. All right. And then put it in front of you. Grab the strap. Flex your foot and pull. So I've got my foot flexed toward me, and I'm scooting it a little bit toward the ball of my foot, and then just giving it a nice stretch. Yeah? And then you can roll onto your back, pull it open. And that should feel good. And I am pushing the strap down now. Yeah? So I'm first was this way, right? And now I've opened it and I'm just pushing down to increase the stretch. Oh my gosh, we're running long. We get it. Flip over to the other side. Going like we have all day. All right, so other side, starting with our lift and lower. That's it. So bottom leg is active. Ooh, it's tired now. That's it. So we're not riding the spring down, we're not using body weight down, and we're not letting the spring fling us up. It's control in both directions, right? That's it, good. And then the bottom knee is looking down, the top knee is trying to look forward, top knee. There we go. Good. Control, control. That's it. Good. All the way up. Good. Yeah, bottom foot is up, so it's not here, right? It's that top of foot pushing down. So it's external rotation on the bottom foot as well as the bottom leg. Good. All right, then we're gonna hold it down and we kick forward. Try not to knock over all my equipment. And back. Low as we can keep it. That's it. Right over that heel. Forward. Good. Right over that heel. Back. Good. Come on, like pull down. Do your heels touch like they do for hot potato right there? Get them to come all the way together. Good, because the next time after this one that we go forward, we're gonna start our circles. Good, so we come forward all the way up, maybe into your slack, and then you feel the glute turn on, back posterior adductor turns on right there, and brings it back. Good. Up, open, pull back, right over the top of that heel. Good. Watch that hip when it goes back, Chinda. Feel like you're pulling your underside back at the same time your top leg goes back. You're gonna feel that glute suddenly turn on. Good. And then when we get to the back on this one, we stay there. We pull down to the ground as much as we can. See if you can tap it, then reverse direction up and forward. That's it. Lower down first, like get that reach down before you come up on this direction. Good. straight back, and in this direction we go straight back and then down before you go up and around. I want you to have that one down movement. And then this should be our last one. Whew. Good, all right. And then reach forward, grab that, give yourself a little stretch, flex your foot, push your heel forward. And then when that feels good, you can round onto your back and then pull the strap open. Straighten that the other leg, the unstrapped side. That's it. And some of us will feel that nice through the inside of the hip, the psoas, the abdominal group, right where it all crosses down here by the pubic bone and the hip bones. Good. And if you want a little bit more of the ball of your foot, just shimmy it toward the ball of your foot and give it a pull, and it'll feel nice through your calf and the back of your knee and your hamstring. You guys, I have got to run because I have to see my client in a few moments. So be careful when you take your strap off. Give yourself one more cat. And then we'll gently bring ourselves up, pressing back, tails up. Look at your Wolverine toes. Do you have Wolverine toes? Nice and long, toenails up, facing up. And then we'll walk the hands in and round up through your spine. Wow, I hope that feels good in your body. Awesome. Good. I'm glad. Again, you're good. You're very welcome. I would, if you don't mind, yes, if you send me a text, and then I'll remember when I come to uploading it. Yay. I'm glad it was helpful. It was great. Thank you guys. Thank you, Franny, for finding your stick. That worked out for everything I had in my brain for you guys. Thank you.